funky bones. It's a funky party, just you and me. Under the stars, they share a little bite. Ooh, yeah. Captain Kira and Funky Bones feeling right. With every step, the friendship grows. A funky connection, everybody knows. Now every night, when the moon is high, ooh, yeah. Kira's in the yard, Funky Bones nearby. Ooh. They share a moment in the cool night air. A funky kind of magic only they can share. Hey. Funky Bones, don't you bones, don't you hide. Oh yeah. Kira's got the apples open wide. Coming close, just a nibble, don't be afraid. No afraid. Look at them dogs, Funky Bones, don't you hide. Oh yeah. Kira's got the apples. Funky Bones, Funky Bones. Oh yeah. It's a funky party, just you and me. Hey, hey, hey. Under the stars, they share a little bite. Yeah. Captain Kira and Funky Bones feeling right. With every step, the friendship grows. A funky connection, everybody knows. Now every night, when the moon is high, Kira's in the yard, Funky Bones nearby. They share a moment in the cool night air. Funky kind of magic only they can share. Funky Bones, Funky Bones, don't you hide. Kira's got the apples open wide. Share a moment in the cool night air. A funky kind of magic only they can share.
Little gray munching on that hay, chewing, skipping, never stays. Backyard wild, gotta play, jumping, running every day. Grass is green under the sky, little gray lets it all fly. Muddy paws, he don't care why, wings of earth, he aims so high. Freedom in his furry flight, sun and moon is only guide. No more walls, no cage inside, little gray so wild inside. Bossy blind, he's on the move, no one's rules, he's got his groove. Nature's beat, he feels the soothe, little gray always to prove. Under stars, under dreams, world ain't small, so it seems. Little gray's got big schemes, life rolls on in flowing streams. Hay for breakfast, sun for noon, stars and moonlight come so soon. Little gray under night's tune, backyard life's a wild cartoon.
Happy rabbit on a naughty spree. Bananas from Capits in Korea, quick to flee. Teasing sisters jumping wild and free. Leapfrogging over Posh spice, too stealthy for me. Cookie bags crumble, teeny hears a call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Tiny eyes glinting, always on the prowl. Moving through the shadows, stealthy as an owl. Captain Stash pilfered, making her scowl. Teeny's got agility, swift as a howl. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears a call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Few tons of playgrounds, Teeny roams at night. Feasting on treasures hidden out of sight. Teasing Posh spice, leaving her in plight. Adventures in the moonlight, bunny delight. Captain's fast, but Teeny never slow. Running through hay mangers, nimbly on tiptoe. Heartbeats wild in on the show. Teeny's grand adventure, give her a toy. Treasures hidden out of sight. Teasing Posh spice, leaving her in plight. Adventures in the moonlight, bunny delight. Captain's fast, but Teeny never slow. Running through hay mangers, nimbly on tiptoe. Heartbeats wild in on the show. Teeny's grand adventure, give her a toy. Teeny's grand adventure, loving it all.
Dusty the rabbit, all covered in hay, building her nest like it's time to play. Big floppy ears and a mischievous twitch. In the yard, she's always digging a ditch. She sneaks through with a hop and a skip, eyes wide open, just looking for a trip. Suspicious, she is not denying that fact. Playful trickster, always up to some act. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly. stylish giant with a heart so bold. Every story about her just has to be told. Dusty the rabbit, always in the know, running in circles with a gleeful glow. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She cuddles in the sun just for a snooze, dreaming about the ways she can build a nest. Her fluffy tail wiggles when she's on the go. Naughty little Dusty, always stealing the show.
Donkey the rabbit munching cookies all night. Sugar rush blazing a crazy delight. Nibbling faces in a frenzied haze. Friends confused in his cookie craze. He hops through chaos in the midnight dark. Cookies in his paws, leaving a sweet mark. Face is bitten with a playful bite. Donkey's world, a funny sight. Donkey the rabbit, sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, crunching all remains. Cookies crumble, falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Chasing shadows under the moon's bright glare. Cookies his obsession like he don't care. Friends watch in shock as he takes a bite. Donkey's love for cookies just feels right. He grins, mischievous eyes so wild. The chaos around him driving friends mild. Cookies drop, crumbs scatter in the bush. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Bite mark stories on furry cheeks. Donkey the rabbit at his cookie peak. Friends band together, a loving chase. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Shingle face, nibble pace. Donkey the rabbit, but sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, nibble on your face. Cookies come, big brother falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Plans ignore. Donkey want more, can't ignore.
muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating the cookie. He's a cookie cat. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating, 'cause he's a cookie cat. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating, 'cause he's a cookie cat. One, two, three, four.
In a kingdom far away, there's a princess named Kira, with beautiful brown locks and eyes that sparkle. Every day at twilight, she dances through the meadow with bunnies by her side as the sun starts to retire. One bunny turned to two, and two turned to a dozen. But Captain Kira's heart's forever filled with love. Her kingdom now enchanted, a ballet of soft footsteps, magical melodies carried on wings of a dove. Ballerina princess, her bunnies by your side, a twirl and a pirouette as dreams come alive. Captain Kira dances, her heart so full of bliss, in a world.
J. Stephen Weatherall strums that old six string, plays those
princess named Kira, with beautiful brown locks and eyes that sparkle. Every day at twilight, she dances through the meadow with bunnies by her side as the sun starts to retire. One bunny turned to two, and two turned to a dozen. But Captain Kira's heart's forever filled with love. Her kingdom now enchanted, a ballet of soft footsteps, magical melodies carried on wings of a dove. Ballerina princess, her bunnies by your side, a twirl and a pirouette as dreams come alive. Captain Kira dances, her heart so full of bliss, in a world enchanted where love will always persist.
Hi, Dusty. Hi, it's time for the stream. You gotta go back in the stream room. Hi, Gwen. Hi, Sluggo. Guys, we have to all go back in the room. We're gonna have some nummy. Come on, guys. Whoa. We got our food. Okay, first we're gonna get Mr. Bundonka done. Oh, here he is. Oh boy. I think Kira's gonna fall in the enclosure. It's gonna be like Dorothy and the Pig Pen from The Wizard of Oz. It's bound to happen. Guys, it has happened actually. Does anyone remember the great Kira fallen to Donkey's enclosure back when he was down at the fireplace and I fell into his litter box? Does anyone remember that moment? That was one of my best moments, guys. And the thing is, had it not been for the safety of the puffy pine litter in the litter box, Captain Kira would have been broken. Kira would have been quite broken. Hey, the boys' side gang, please. Oh, my Bunzarinos. I'm so Keeno. 4 giant Bunzarinos. Oh my gosh. Okay. Come on, Kira. You can do it. Okay. Here we go. Let's get around the bunny castle. Let's get around our luxury, 100% natural, organic. Whoa. Poop. Someone peed in the middle of the floor. Guys, really. I just cleaned in here. I've only just been cleaning. Okay. We're gonna put, for now, we're putting your blankie over here because this is a little out of control, guys. Let's move our castle. There we go. Okay, and whoopsie daisy. Okay, here I'm gonna get the chat. Now awaiting the presence of the delightful Captain Kira, Queen of the Bunz. J. Steve and Weatherall, one bunny turned to two, and two turned to a dozen. And Captain Kira's bunny are eating something home. Did you have any relatives that say, "Oh, you're eating me out of house and home"? My mom says that. And I believe her mother used to say that. Oh, you just eat so much, you're eating me out of house and home. But in a fun way, that like when you make food for someone, if they enjoy it and they eat all of it, you're very happy. You're very happy. And then you can tease them that, oh, you're eating me out of house and home. I don't think it was ever truly meant like, would you stop eating, kid? Good day, Jace. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. She does like greenery. She sure does like to eat greenery. Look at this girl. Dusty, look at your giant moth antennae ears. Oh, I love you so. G'day, Hewlin Mullen, everyone. How are you? I can't complain, Mr. J. Stephen Weatherall. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. Gosh, Captain Kira can't stay in key today. I'm going to blame it on the humidity. Do you guys want to see the beautiful purple flowers blooming on my plants outside? I've got these shrubs that bloom with purple flowers galore all over the place. I don't know if you can see those. Oh, it's so tropical out. They're purple hibiscus. They're just loving, they are loving the tropical weather. And there's Captain Kira's vegetable gardens with all the pine litter boxes dumped into the vegetable garden. It makes amazing compost, so thank you very much for pooping all that out, guys. And Mr. Donks spent a lot of time with the Buns today. I was able to stay home today and get stuff done here, so that was wonderful. It was much needed. It was a much needed day at home, getting stuff done, especially for the Bunzarinos. Mall's doing well. That is fabulous. That is fabulous. Did any of you guys read Geronimo Stilton growing up? Everything was like Fabumouse. It's Fabumouse. So we're Fabubuns. I love Geronimo Stilton, okay? Call me and they always, who was it? Oh, Stuart Little. I'm thinking of, you guys know who I'm thinking of. Stuart Little was cute too, but I read all the Geronimo Stilton books. Those, I still love them. I need to give them a reread. Definitely need to. Look at these guys. You guys, Teeny has been letting me pet her occasionally. She's getting more tame. Tame little Teeny. She's having her parsley. Oh, what a good girl. So, guys, I'm going to have some parsley and cilantro tonight. Wanna have fun. Oh, Bunz just wanna have. That's all they want. That's all they really want. Some fun. Why do we hop day and night? Oh, Bunz, they wanna have fun. Oh, Bunz just wanna have fun. Bunz wanna have fun. Bunz. They just wanna Bunz. Oh yeah, I will definitely go with that human ball. Does he make it with AI? You're talking about the Giant Bunz producer? I believe so. I don't know everything. I don't know everything that's involved with it, but I do believe AI is assisting at least. I think for some songs the lyrics are all written out, by the Giant Bunz producer, but you know how it is. People, there's so much AI. I don't use it though. Kristen Star. Wait, I saw you in the chat earlier. Oh my goodness. How are you doing, girl? Kristen, wait, it's my other phone. Kristen, I took really nice, I think they turned out really nice, pictures of all of your artwork today. As you can see, I took it out from the windows, only temporarily, but I wanted to get photos. Kristen, everyone welcome Kristen to the Discord. She has joined the Giant Bunz Discord. I was really happy to see that you did that, Kristen. And I am going to put your artwork, I'm going to post all of your artwork that you drew for Giant Bunz in the Giant Bunz Discord. Does Dusty like the song written for her? Jace, this is what is so cute. So I was blasting the music as I was getting all of their vegetable trays ready tonight. You know, the exact music, you guys, I had the stream on, And so I'm like jamming to the Giant Bunz music, and I'm like, Dusty, Dusty, where? And I see Dusty run up to. I'm right now. I have like this kind of enclosure stuff blocking them from getting into the dining room and the kitchen. But she runs up to the border of it, and she's doing Uppy, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Dusty's song. And so I gave her some dandelions, before the stream. But she was so cute, and the song was like, singing Dusty, Dusty. I do think she may have heard her name because she came running down the stairs. She came all the way up to like the gate and was doing Uppy, like, hey, you calling? She's looking at me. Super cute. She's a smarty. Dusty's a smarty pants. So Jace, I think she does, and I think she thought I was calling her, honestly. Should I make more drawings for you? Kristen, you know what? If you have time and you have the interest, I would love it. But you know what? Don't feel any pressure. I would say I think artwork and anything creative is best done when it's fun and you're happy about it and you're inspired. And so if you are feeling creative and you want to send something my way, I will love it. But please don't feel like I'm pressuring you, that definitely no pressure on my end. Isn't that funny, Jace, that Dusty, and I just, at first I didn't realize which bunny had come running down because the whole Voice Side gang, who is Dusty, her dad Gwynnie, and her brother Sluggo. And they were allowed to be out at that time because, as you can see, their door is still open, so they've had access to the rest of the house. But it was only her. She came barreling down the stairs and ran up to me, and I was like, "Wait a minute, this is really cute." But it wasn't until you just asked me that, Jace, that I thought, "Wait a minute, her name is sung over and over," and then she's super. And look at these big ears. Like she can hear her name being sung all across the house, right? Right, Gwynnie? Your daughter is very smart. When someone was singing her name, she came running, and then she got some dandelions. She's probably, Jace, I'm going to have to keep an eye out and see if she does that every single time I play that song. But yeah, it was kind of, I was just like, wait, this is interesting. I've never noticed that before, that she's running up to me during her special song. Let's give this guy some pets. This guy was very unhappy with me because I took all of his floofy mats away. Pretty much every single Giant Bunz mat, like their little bath mats that they have in here, are getting washed tonight. And he was really resistant. He kept biting onto his mat and trying to like pull it back with his paws and his snout. And I was like talking to him. I'm like, I'm sorry, Donkey. I have to take your floofy mat. I'm so sorry. And he just kept trying to dig it away with his paws. Like, take it away from me. And I was like, oh, buddy. Oh, buds. I'm sorry. And who's Funky Bones? Okay, Jace, Funky Bones is my pet deer. she's technically not my pet. She is a wild deer, but she became so tame that when I would sit outside in the yard, she would come up and eat apple slices out of my mouth that I was like eating myself. And it's been extraordinary. Now, I believe, if I'm correct, I think Funky Bones is still hanging around, but I think she has two little baby deer, and she's been, just busy protecting them and nursing them, and because we've got coyotes and bars, and you gotta protect your babies and other deer. I don't know. There's apparently there's bears coming back to the area, and we do have the occasional mountain lion. We don't have a ton of them or anything, but we do have them. They kind of pass through. Every once in a while, there'll be one hanging around. So yeah, Funky Bones is my pet deer, basically, and she's super tame and super adorable. Yeah, Hulimo. Oh my gosh, she is just a hoot. And now I have one particular raccoon that I can pet. It's a baby. It's a bigger baby, kind of like a teenage raccoon, that I can pet all over his body, his or her, and scratch his belly, scratch the ears, scratch all over his head. And I mean, like everywhere. I can just pet him like a puppy dog, and that's really fun. I'll have to find a name for this raccoon because he's super duper friendly. And I don't know if you guys ever saw that internet little video of that boy, the boy who's like, Mom, or I don't know if his mom or dad, like, please don't be mad at me, but I found something on my way home from school. And the camera shows him with this raccoon, like a full grown raccoon, just like koala beared onto him, like clutching him. And he's like, I found it in a dumpster outside on the street. And it just came up to me and crawled on me, and he like has this full grown raccoon just like clinging on to him. But I feel like that could be eventually me with this one baby raccoon. You like deers? Oh, they're so beautiful, and they're like beautiful and majestic, and then they're also just so sweet and innocent, and like I don't know, they're just you guys know I'm a vegetarian, so like I have a sweet spot in my heart for like all the herbivores out there, and I just feel like they're very gentle and peaceful animals. I mean, the males can beat each other up a little bit during breeding season, that's for sure, during the rut. But that's more just competitive male hormone things, and then the rut's over, and then everything's back to normal. But I am donkey. Simpsons reference, Hewlin Mall. Doe a deer, a female deer. Well, yes. Also, Sound of Music. Doe a deer, a female deer. Widow ray, a drop of golden sun. A name I call myself off. A long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. A note to follow, so tea, a drink with jam and bread that will bring us back to dough. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah. Can you tell I was in Sound of Music? I played Liesel. I was Liesel in Sound of Music. I wanted to play Maria, but instead I got Liesel, which was a bigger dance role, so that was a nice utilization of my dancing ability. I really wanted to sing The hills are alive with the sound of music, with songs they have sung for 1,000 years. The hills fill my heart with the sound of music. My heart wants to sing every song it hears. So anyway, I wanted to sing that instead of I'm 16 going on 17. I know that I'm naive. Fellows I meet may tell me I'm sweet, and willingly I believe. Oh my gosh, Captain Kira has gunk. I think it's from all the humidity outside. Woo. You and Molly, yeah, Sound of Music. Now, if you want a Simpsons reference, no, a deer, no, a deer, a female deer. Oh, that's good. I like that. If Homer Simpson opened up a donut shop, he could call it Donuts, right? Am I onto something? Simpsons themed donuts. Like the Marge could be like a blue donut with like fluffy blue frosting or something. Like a blueberry donut. You tried, Jace, you tried to call Donkey, but he didn't answer. Oh, okay. He was sleeping earlier. I'm sorry. Well, I mean, I hope that works out eventually. But you gotta get Donkey when he's awake. You definitely have to get him. He's got that Bunz link chip in his head, but it only works when he's awake. So it'll happen. It'll happen. Donuts. Yeah, right, Kristen. Wouldn't that be fun? Simpsons themed donut shop. I think I'm on. I think that is pretty brilliant. Captain Kira, let's just say I came up with a brilliant idea for a donut shop. Jack Quire, I know you wanted to have a donut shop named Butter. That was nice. I didn't really completely understand the butter part of it, but I think I've just really surpassed Jack with a brilliant donut shop name. Donuts. Itchy and scratchy shaped donuts. Oh my gosh, yes. Isn't he awake? Well, he is awake, Jace, but we're doing the showtime. He's focused on his show performance. He's a showman. He's a showman. He's a big showman, baby. Wait, should we give him a kiss? Oh dear. Oh dear. Is Daniel Ozark here? Daniel always laughs when Donkey gets his little pink kiss. Kristen, how are you doing? What have you been up to? What have you been up to since I've last seen you? I saw you last Wednesday. And hopefully I'll see you at church maybe tomorrow. Jaslyn, look at that. It's the Star Sisters. How you doing, Jaslyn? DJ Jazzy Lynn. Jaslyn, do you know think if he was rap? I think he was hip hop. DJ Jazzy Jeff. I always love that name. DJ Jazzy Jeff. So when I see your name, I'm like DJ Jazzy Lynn. DJ Jazzy Lynn. That just I don't know. I think that sounds pretty great. Think about it. You could become a DJ. DJ Jazzy Lynn star. With the star too. DJ Jazzlyn star. Pretty awesome. That's a lipstick mark. Oh, I know. Yes, he's been marked. He's been marked as Captain Kira's. No, I think I branded him. Oh, I will take that. I will take that off later with a diaper wipe, sweet baby boy. Yeah. Look at this sweetheart. Oh my gosh. This boy loves love. Let me just say, and look, this boy too. Here, Donkey. We shouldn't ignore You shouldn't ignore this donkey. Okay, look. Oh, we're gonna pet him. Should we give that donkey a kiss? Here, let's see. Let's see if that works. Oh, he got a kiss too. Look at that. Matching kisses for matching bundonkadong. Oh boy, look at his stuffed animals are all tucked into the baby seal blankie. Oh boy. Good. You've been good. I've been doing nothing. You know what? Sometimes that's good though, right? To just have nothing. Just for a little bit, and you can just let your mind be creative and relax. And a lipstick mark your property of Captain Kier. That's right. That's right. If you ever see anyone out in public with a big lipstick mark on their forehead, no, I have been there. That is the mark of the Kira. Do you like dogs? Oh my gosh, Jace, I love dogs. You know, I had a dog up until a year and a half ago. And she died at 18 and a half years old, and I loved her dearly. And I've had two other dogs since I was like a little kid, you know, and oh my gosh, love those dogs too. I had a Chihuahua, as my parents like to call Chihuahuas, a little black Chihuahua, and then I had an Australian cattle dog mixed with an American Eskimo dog. Amazing dog. There used to be pictures of her up in the Bunz room. I'll have to bring that back. But she was a dog. We got her as a tiny puppy. Oh my gosh, best dog ever. And then my last dog was a rescue, and she was already 3 years old, and she was kind of a nut for a while because she was not from a good home. She had had a terrible life, and but she ended up being a great dog too. She had some issues. She always had some behavioral issues, but she was well worth it. She was very loyal, and she loved people. So that was a really fun thing about her. You should get a hedgehog. Oh, Kristen, those are so adorable. Right. Oh, that would be super cute. One of the things, because these rabbits are so large, I do worry about, because people have said, oh, you could get a guinea pig, and you're suggesting a hedgehog. It would be nice if I could get if I did get another animal, especially if it was like a rescue and it really needed a home. I would want something that if a giant bunny stepped on it, it wouldn't, be dangerous. So I don't know. I had a chinchilla for a while, for a long while. That chinchilla was, I think, 15 and a half when she died. Oh my gosh, I love that chinchilla. She was really super interesting, super smart. A little wild, chinchillas are kind of more wild creatures. That would be interesting to have another chinchilla with these guys, but I think I've got my hands full. My farmer friend who I'm in the band with, she again yesterday was like, when are you gonna get a parrot? Or maybe that was on Sunday when we had band rehearsal. She's like, when are you gonna get a parrot for your bunnies? And I'm like, stop with the parrot. It would be really cool, but like, I just don't need more to take care of. Hugh and Mal, you've shown Kira my dog Lucy, and she loves her. Oh gosh, Lucy is just a ball of sweetness and floof. And not a ball. I mean, she's a larger, more lanky kind of a dog, but she is just lovely. Sweetheart. There's no good rest in peace. What? Oh, that's no good. Oh, I see. Rest in peace. I'd rather not share my dog's name just because, you know what I mean? People collect stuff like that for passwords, and I don't know. No offense, Jace. Maybe sometime if we were like talking privately, but it's a little too much information sometimes for the interweb. Nothing against you. Nothing against you. You are solid as a rock. I think you know what I mean? You're not my security concern, Jace. It's just the internet and the nature of this is a public stream. Like there's no boundaries. Like anyone in the world can watch this, which is cool. It's great. That's kind of why we do this. But it's all. But you just have to, you have to just be careful and realize that anyone can be watching. Albino hedgehog, those are cute. Oh, I didn't even. Guess I wasn't even aware that they have. Well, the albino hedgehog would look cute next to this guy because he's pretty much. I mean, he is kind of albino. He's got the lavender eyes with the pink pupils, but like, he's got these cute little gray snout marks and his gray ears, and he's got his pretty gray tail. Oh, you can't see his tail. Oh, here he is. Has pretty gray tail tip. Fair enough, Jace. Yeah. No worries, nothing personal. Just I mean I would suggest to you also be careful about of course Hewlin Mall. I know his dog's name. Oh well. I mean, if I had a dog right now in the house, you guys would totally know its name. I'd be yelling the dog's name left and right. I'd be talking about the dog, but anyway. And these were like family dogs, you know what I mean? So it's not just I don't know. But that's why. Why did you name Donkey Donkey? That is a great question. Kristen. So we are fans. Almost all of us here on Giant Bunz kind of knew each other from before, from another live stream that's a lot bigger than this because the guys, they're two brothers and they're called Waffle Pone. That's their YouTube channel. And they're now also on Kick, which I just finally got my Kick account to work. So I'm going to be Captain Kira on Kick as well. But they had a greatest freak out ever video that went viral on YouTube. A lot of people know about it. I was not aware of it when I first started watching their live streams. Anyway, they're very famous big YouTubers. And Jack, one of the brothers, the younger brother, had a house rabbit named Dinky, and he recently died, and it was very sudden, and I just devastated when that happened because I actually got to. Long story short, I actually got to meet Dinky, and anyway. But regardless, Dinky looked. The markings, all the colorings are almost exactly like Donkey's, but Dinky was a mix of a lion head and something else. Oh gosh, now I can't remember. But he's basically a lion head rabbit. So he was like 3 pounds versus Donkey, who's like 21 pounds or something, 21, 22 pounds. And but when Donkey was born, I asked on the Waffle Cone chat, hey guys, what do you think we should name this rabbit? He kind of looks like Dinky, and someone came up with Donkey, and I wish I could remember who it was, but I thought that was adorable because he also has these giant donkey ears, these big gray donkey ears. And so anyway, I just thought it was a super cute name, and it was a reference to Dinky and also to his donkey ears. So it just was, I don't know, it just was kind of serendipitous, but I thought, how fun that he got named in the Waffle Pone chat. Like, he got named by fans. So, Donkey's the king of cookies, dual stream on Kick. I could dual stream, do Giant Bunz on, I never thought about that. Okay, so Waffle Pone is doing it. Oh my gosh, Sir Munster, that is actually a really good idea. Thank you. Why don't I think of these things? I'm like, I'm on Kick so that I can watch and support Waffle Pone. But yeah, duh. Thank you, Sir Munster. You know what? Sometimes monsters are nice. And, look at the Cookie Monster. Oh my gosh. Sir Munster, you need to do a cooking show in which you make cookies and call it Sir Cookie Monster. You're welcome. You're welcome. Cookie cook-off with taco truck. Do a cookie cook-off. And you can call yourself, just for the day, call yourself Sir Cookie Monster. Crystal with a K, how you doing? Welcome to Giant Bunz Chat. What is going on in your life, Crystal with a K? Crystal with a K is so adorable. Yesterday, she told me she is a grit. A girl raised in the South. Girl raised in the South, like grits. She's grits or something like that. Wait a minute. Girl raised in the South, and grits are a Southern specialty. Like, you do not hear of the most you will ever hear of people eating grits, at least in the United States, is people down south. Remember the first time I was driving through Georgia and I decided, I'm going to stop at a McDonald's and get breakfast. And they had cheese grits in the McDonald's menu. And I was like, wait a minute. You know, I've never seen McDonald's vary their menu at all, you know? And I was so fascinated by that. And so I then got into eating grits because I was like, what are grits? I had to look up what are grits. I had to talk to people, but that is such a Southern thing. And so, like, girl raised in the South, grits. Oh, how super cute is that? And I didn't even realize that yesterday, Crystal with a K. Sir Monster Taco King in the chat. He is the king of tacos. Did you guys see those soft tacos he made with those authentic corn tortillas? Mr. J. Tennis B would have been so impressed. And you know, it's too bad. Asa Flores, Mr. Asa Flores, he gave Sir Monster that recipe, I heard. And so I hope he gets a chance to see his the replay of that stream. It was Tim Leonard. It was Tim Leonard who suggested donkey. Is that what you're saying? The name, is he the one who said donkey? You were just about to say that? Joe would probably use store-bought dough. He did a cookie oh gosh. Yeah, or he'd like show up secretly with a bag of cookies underneath his counter and be just like pulling out cookies one by one and putting them on a tray. Oh, look, made. Look at these cookies. Magically made. Joe would probably use, okay, I just was reading that. Okay, Captain Kira needs a new microchip implanted from a new Bunzlink chip. But, so wait, it was Tim Leonard who said donkey? How did you remember that, Mr. Munster? Oh my gosh. That makes so much sense because, like, at that time we were all like Tim, and all of us were like, you know, regulars, and I mean, we all are still, but I think that was at a time when everyone was watching more. Who knows? Who even knows? Joe would. Okay, that's the third time I've pretty much read that. I think I need to have dinner soon, you guys. Okay, guys, speaking of which, so I have washed some cilantro for myself. I stole some of the Giant Bunz cilantro. I'm going to take some of their parsley. And that is going to be part of a garnish for, I'm going to cube up some super extra firm tofu. I'm going to fry those puppies in some coconut oil. Then I'm going to serve that with hot sauce mixed with honey, like a sweet hot sauce. And then I'm going to sprinkle crushed peanuts all over the tofu. Or wait, no. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have the crushed peanuts in a bowl, and I'm going to have the hot sauce in a bowl. And what you do is you dip the tofu chunk, the fried tofu chunk, first in the hot sauce, then in the crushed peanuts, and then you sprinkle it with the cilantro and parsley. Maybe I'll just do cilantro. Maybe just cilantro. I'm gonna save the parsley for. I want to make falafel. Do you guys know the fried? They're like chickpea, like a meatball, but with like chickpeas and stuff. And then you fry them up, and you've got like little fried meaty ball type things. But it's a Middle Eastern food, falafel. And hummus, hummus is also, is like a pureed chickpea with tahini, which is sesame paste. You put a ton of lemon juice in that baby. And Kristen Star, message retracted. What happened, Kristen? I didn't even see it. I wasn't able to read your message. But yeah, I'm gonna make these fried tofu cubes. I've had it. You get it at like Thai restaurants. They fry tofu in these cute little square cubes, and then you dip it in like a sweet and sour hot sauce. Then you dip it in the crushed peanuts, and then you put like you got a nice like chopped up cilantro. I think there's a funeral at the church tomorrow. Will it be then at the time? Oh gosh, when is the service? 6:30. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I think I think that they can contact me now. I think they've got my information, but yeah. Um, good to know. Good to know. Good to support people. Whoever is the family of that person. It's always good. He wrote them. Okay, that happens. That happens to the best of us. Oh, now he's going to have kale and a sweet potato. So healthy. I should be eating. Oh, the other thing, guys, I have an extra sweet potato left over from the giant buns. Captain Kira is going to cut that sweet potato up into French fry shapes. And I'm going to fry those also in this coconut oil. And I'm going to have fried tofu and sweet potato fries. Krispy Kreme Tillman, I wish she was here because she would love to come over for sweet potato fries. Oh, she loves your good sweet potato fries. Yeah, like 6:30 or 7. Okay, Kristen. Yeah. It's so funny because since I've been going to the Wednesday night services, I always start the Wednesday giant fun stream a little late, which is fine. Oh, we got to do all of our stuff in real life, right? But it's just kind of cute. It's like it's because of church. It's because Captain Kira is attending a really great church with like such wonderful people. Like I'm not going to say their names, but kind of the main pastor who's there is a great guy. But his wife, and I'll just, for privacy concerns, I won't say her name, but she is just super duper. I just can't say enough good things about her. Sweet potato fries, right, Crystal, with a K? Sweet potato pie. I mean, and that's another Southern thing, isn't it, Crystal? I mean, like making a lot of sweet potato pie, Patty LaBelle's sweet potato pie. Have you guys are aware of that? I think it was like marketed at Walmart pretty heavily. Patty LaBelle's sweet potato pie. I just thought that was so hilarious. Patty LaBelle, though, I'm a big fan of Patty. And I thought it was so interesting that I always knew that she loved cooking, and she used to be really good friends with Prince. And she would tell stories about having Prince over, and she would be like, "Oh, I baked this awesome bread and all the, different foods." She was just so like happy that she could have Prince, try all the stuff she made, and he would be like, "I don't eat bread," and like she's like, "You basically don't eat anything." And she would just tease him that he was always, just so like limited, and he was not even eating very much, and here she was just enjoying life and cooking all this food and eating all the food, and I just love to hear stories like that. It's just because to me, it's like, okay, first of all, it's really cool to me that they were friends. secondly, she hung out with him just like a buddy, which is also interesting to me because, Prince, what a character, he was. And then like the whole, he wouldn't eat anything and she's just trying to push all this delicious, like kind of, you know, I don't know if it was all Southern stuff, but yeah, I don't know. It was just so fascinating. And then I had a friend who kept getting so upset because every time he would go to Walmart, he'd be like, they're sold out of the Patti LaBelle sweet potato pie, and you have to go on eBay to find one, and they're selling for like $20, $30, $40. People are just need to get those sweet potato pies. And I was like, thought he was kidding at first, and he was trolling me. Turns out he was not kidding. People were going nuts for the Patti LaBelle sweet potato pies, and it I mean, I was just so tickled. I was like, I don't get it. Because, like, anyone can make a sweet potato pie. And these were obviously mass produced. It wasn't like Patti LaBelle was sitting in her little kitchen at home making 20,000 sweet potato pies. Although that's actually a funny thought, too. With like a big giant vat, Oh my gosh. Crystal, my mom made the best sweet potato pie. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. See, I've never known anyone to make a sweet potato pie. But I do know the first time I heard about sweet potato pie, I was telling someone like, "Oh yeah, for Thanksgiving, I'm making pumpkin pie." And the person I was talking to was like, "Well, I don't like sweet things and I don't like desserts, but once a year I will have a piece of sweet potato pie at Thanksgiving." And I was like, "Oh, okay. So instead of pumpkin, you guys do sweet potato pie. Okay." Why do you think? Oh, who do you think would win in a wrestling match? Lemmy or God? Wait, no, Jace. You can ask the chat that, but I don't. Who is Lemmy again? And then, do you mean like God? God? Like that is Jace Stephen Weatherall. I have to say, I was not expecting that question. I don't think I've ever heard that question asked. So good on you for being like just coming out of the woodwork, just jumping out the door with like a very unique and kind of, and let's just be honest, not in a bad way, but a bizarre question, a pretty darn bizarre question. Krispy Kreme, Krusty Krab, Cookie Tillman. I was just talking about you. Do you want to know why? Guess who's making sweet potato fries tonight? That's right, me, Captain Kira. I got coconut oil. I got a big vat of coconut oil. I've got a big, juicy, extra sweet potato from the giant Bunz. I have a whole huge sweet potato that Captain Kira is going to get to eat. And I'm going to cut that puppy up into French fry shapes. And I'm frying tofu cubes. And I'm frying, I don't know if you eat soy crispy, but I'm going to fry these babies into sweet potato fries. And I know I already said it, but I just want to tell Christy because we're food buddies, and we're food freaks. We foodies, but I'm gonna make cubed tofu, extra firm tofu. It's gonna be thrown into some coconut oil, fried up, salted, of course, because I love salt. It's gonna be dipped into a honey hot sauce. Then it will be dipped into crushed peanuts, and then it will be topped with chopped cilantro. Bam! What do you think about that? Wait, Crystal, you make sweet potato pie and you make sweet potato bread. Wait a minute, what is sweet potato bread? What? You can make bread? Like, is it a quick bread or a yeasted bread? Like, is it a quick bread like pumpkin bread? Because my mom used to make a delicious pumpkin bread. She made, wait, date nut bread, pumpkin bread. Maybe that she did also a pumpkin date. She did zucchini bread. banana bread. But I've never made sweet potato bread. I've never had it, never made it. The cogs are turning in my little brain, Crystal. I like that idea. I'm curious. Trick question, Lenny is God. That's Off Airheads the movie. Oh dear. Okay. Didn't see it. Okay. Thank you for the explanation. I was like, wow, Jason's coming out with some really bizarre random questions. No offense, because not like bizarre or random is bad, you know. I encourage that. I revel in that. Now, who would win a wrestling match between Lemmy or James Hetfield from Metallica? James Hetfield is kind of fierce. I think he'd have a chance. Crispy, yum. On my way over to eat some. No soy for me. That I kind of I kind of knew that. I kind of remembered. Okay, Crispy could have. Ooh. So Krispy Kreme, you know what else I have made? And you know how we might possibly be cooking over a fire together soon? I have made on my grill grilled sweet potato slices. And they were awesome. They take a while. You have to have them close to pretty close to the flame, but not too close. You don't want to turn them into charcoal briquettes, which I've also done accidentally. But they can be pretty darn yummy, crispy. So let's remember that. Like pumpkin bread. Okay, Crystal, I'm gonna make that. Thank you, Crystal with a K. It's my chat's so awesome. Jace, I don't. Wait, I don't about to heal them all because. Oh wait, who did heal them all say now? Who would win? Hewlin Mall, you said that. I thought that was that was Jace again. Okay. Both James and Lemmy were friends. Both of them would destroy Dave Mustaine because he's a softie. A softie? But he's heavy metal. He can't be a softie. He's a metal guy. Not a fan of Megadeth, but I like some of their songs. Metallica forever. You and Hewlin Mall. You're metallic fans. Dave likes to act tough, but deep down he's a weakling. Wait, what? Okay, listen, I don't know anything about Dave Mustaine. Like I don't know, you know what I mean? And maybe if I once did, I just don't remember. Where is that coming from, Jace? That's kind of a strong statement. Yeah, which we think? That's a kind of a strong statement there. Oh, I love this voice. I just love him. The father of all the giant buns. Mr. Gwynnie Gwynch. Oh, so sweet. Yeah, he's the goodest boy. And of course, Dusty, I think she eat and run. Oh yeah, she left. She's just running around the house now. Okay, I'll put sweet potatoes on my party list. Okay, Crispy. Is that kind of fun? I think that was a little brilliant of me to remember that because I'll grill anything. I just think grilling is fun, but the sweet potatoes are something I don't think people ever think about grilling, but I always have sweet potatoes in my house. So when I'm grilling, especially if I don't have a lot to grill, I will pull out sweet potatoes. And every time I'm like, oh my gosh, why doesn't everyone grill sweet potato slices, you know? Another thing, Crispy, would you like, I don't know if you like pineapple, but grilled pineapple, pretty darn good. Sprinkle a little cinnamon on that baby, Brazilian style, like my brother taught me. That would be fun. Dave has the riffs. I'll give him that, but he sounds like a cat drowning when he sings. Cat, ooh. Whoa, shots fired from Mr. J. Stephen Weatherall. Dave Mustaine, watch out. When he hears about this Jace, he's not going to be happy, you know? Because, I mean, you know, this is on the worldwide public Giant Bunz live stream. He could get wind of that he apparently sounds like a drowning cat. So watch out. There could be a showdown between J. Stephen Weatherall and Dave Mustaine now. Okay, fun fact, Dave Mustaine was the original lead guitarist for Metallica before he was kicked out in '83 and started Megadeth. I knew that. I did know that. I always think of him and Metallica, and yeah. That's true, Hewlin Mall and Metallica go the legendary Kirk Hammett. And then Metallica go okay. But yeah, guys, 'tis the time for cookouts and s'mores, and we used to look at this big rectangle boy. We used to do this thing at summer camp where I don't know, I've talked about this before on the stream, I'm pretty sure before, where the counselors would help us. We'd be like on camping trips. Did a lot of like canoe trips and stuff out in the middle of nowhere, and the counselors would like cut open a banana, like slice it open like a boat, you know, and kind of pooch it, squish it open a little bit, and we would fill it with chocolate chips, marshmallows. Let me think. Chocolate chip, maybe it was just chocolate chips and marshmallows. I don't think we had a ton of options that we were carrying along with us on the camping trip. And then we would seal the whole thing up in foil, just throw it in the burning embers, kind of, you know, near the end of your campfire. And you just put it in the embers, the hot embers, and you know, cook it. And you just leave it there for maybe a half an hour, 20 minutes, and then you open that baby up and it's steaming cooked banana with melty marshmallows and chocolate in the middle. That was pretty darn amazing, especially when you're a kid and you're like, how did we create a yummy, fancy seeming dessert in the middle of nowhere at a campfire? In a campfire, you know? I remember I was like, my counselors are like magicians. Like, I cannot believe they came up with this. Oh boy. Or a cat getting strangled. Dave sounds like, oh, geez, Jace. We've got people with kitty cats in the chat. Oh, that's disturbing. I heard what you did. She just peed on the blanket. I heard that, Teeny. My goodness, Teeny's getting bigger, you guys. I keep confusing her, mistaking her for for her mama Delphine. Yeah. But look at this. Delphine has her big donut, her neck donut, and then Teeny has like a little teeny neck donut she's getting. Yeah, I'm talking about you, rascal. You little scrapper, you little scrappy rabbit. And we got beautiful mama. Oh, she's the original giant Bunz. She and Gwynnie pants. Perks the goat. Okay. Who do you like better, Hewlin Mall, Metallica, or Megadeth? Ooh, we're really doing some band metal band analysis. Grilled pineapple would be great too. Ooh, I got 2 ideas that Krispy Kreme likes. Christy has given me so many fabulous ideas that when I can give her an idea, it makes me kind of happy. It's not a competitive vibe or anything. Christy and I, thank goodness, because we're kind of like sisters. And you know how sometimes there can be like, I don't know. At this point in my life, I don't think I could really have sibling rivalry. I'm just glad when anyone does well, but like we're not competitive in that way, which is nice. It's very nice. Metallica. Keelan Mall prefers Metallica. I've tried getting into Megadeth. They're all right, but I can't get into the line. Yeah, I'm with you on Metallica. Keelan Mall. They did some really, you know, metal is not the first on my list to listen to, but classic Metallica is worth listening to. I get what they were doing, and they have some fine music out. But like, I would never turn on like satellite XM radio and just listen to like a day of metal music. That, no offense, it's not my favorite. It's just not my favorite. Sometimes it has its place, and especially depending on what band it is and what song it is. But Crystal, which bunnies were in the first litter and which were in the second? Oh, that's a great question, Crystal. So, okay, first litter is funny because they're all like right around me. We've got Little Gray, who is one of the boys. We've got Posh Spice, one of the girls. We've got Jabba. It's kind of hard to see. Jabba Blabba. She was also one of the girls. She and Posh were like the two twin sisters, the two darker of the bunch. And then all of a sudden, so here we have this one boy. The only other bunny was this boy here. And the vet had no idea how basically an albino was born out of two parents that were like brownish gray. So those guys were in the first litter. Then the second litter was Sluggo here, Teeny Rabbit right here, and then Dusty. Dusty is somewhere in the house, but Dusty is our biggest giant bun. And she well, and then we also had Sandy, who looked a lot like Dusty. She was a little bit more red. She had a little bit more red coloring like Delphine, but when we tried to get all of the girls spayed, none of them got spayed because Delphine almost died when she had anesthesia. And so they never even tried doing the surgery on Mama. But then they gave Sandy the anesthesia, and they tried to give her like an incision to do her spay, and she just died. It was terrible. It was really traumatic. She was just still a younger rabbit, and she was perfectly healthy. So, bunnies are very fragile. They don't like to be messed with, and they're very, very sensitive to anesthesia. So the boys are all neutered. The boys have all been fixed. So the girls didn't even necessarily need to get spayed for not having babies, but it was just so that they would be more easily litter box trained, so they would fight less, so they would not get reproductive cancers. That was the main thing. I didn't really, the behavior and the litter box stuff is like nothing to me compared to the hoping that they would live longer because they wouldn't get reproductive cancers. But anyway, long story short, we lost one of our poor little bunnies because of a tragedy, like a vet tragedy, And I went to a vet who specialized in rabbit surgery. And okay, here's Dusty again. But yeah, Dusty is the biggest. She's from the second litter. This big girl here with the moth antennae size ears. Oh yeah. Have I ever broken? Oh, Crystal, thank you. Crystal with a K. Yeah, it happened a while back. So that was before you were here. Um, yeah. Yep, it was not, man, it's so hard, right? It was really tragic. It really was. Jace, I'll see you later. Okay, well, we're about to end the stream. We're gonna play some music in a second. But Kristen said, "Have I ever broken or sprained a bone?" Yeah. I mean, I was involved in a stage accident, and in which I fell off of a tall, moving metal ladder that was suddenly stopped during a rehearsal, and they didn't really know how to operate it. And I fell down a big metal ladder onto one of the ladder rungs, and I was limping and I had really bad bruising, but I still did the show. And then a year later, I had another stage accident in which a set collapsed and I was flung out into the audience. And the theater made me get x-rays, like made me go see a doctor. And the doctor was like, "Oh, well, you didn't break your bone from this fall. You damaged the bone lining severely." Like I had a huge thing, like this gash that went into the bone lining. I know it's really gross, but he said, "But the break that you got from a year ago is healing nicely." And I was like, "Wait a minute." And he's like, "Yeah, you broke your tibia, like your calf bone tibia." And I was like, I didn't know I had broken it." And he's like, "Yeah, see this?" And he showed me this big white line like going through the bone. He's like, "Yeah, this is a broken bone, healing. You can see the whole break is still like knitting itself together and calcifying." And I was like, "Oh, wow." And so, yeah, I basically danced and did an entire show with a broken leg. So how's that for tough? How is that, huh? It did hurt. It did hurt. I'll say that. I remember. But, oof, that must have been painful. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You, Kristen, you sprained your wrist fourth grade in PE with scooter in PE. I ran over. Oh no, you ran. Oh, that's terrible, Kristen. Oh geez, cringy, cringy. Don't run. Oh, running over wrists is not good. Wheeze banana, Mr. Wheeze banana. Banana, Mr. Wheeze banana. Banana, Mr. Wheeze banana. Banana, 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 Wheeze. Okay. I'm getting a little jazzy here, Wes. We gotta jazz it up a little. Um, but my bone is still not fully healed, or oh my gosh. And Chris, like artwork and stuff. Good grief, girl. I'm sorry. Cream crusty, crispy cream crusty crab, thirsty Cookie Pookie Tillman would tell you, as she told me, if you can get your hands on some horsetail tea. It's basically just horsetail, the herb. It's like a tall, really ancient kind of a hollow, stocky plant. It grows around like waterways and stuff. It's one of the world's most ancient plants. It's all these little sections that form these like almost little like bamboo twigs. You drink the tea, horse tail tea, and it not only does it help your hair and nails grow and everything, but it helps your bones to grow back when you've had an injury to your bones. And I will tell you, I've had some terrible. I had a couple falls where I hurt my back, mainly like my pelvis. And stuff, and that's a lot of like high density bone that needed to heal, and it helped so much. So I recommend, if you can get your hands on it, you might have to go on Amazon or something. Horsetail tea. or just like get yourself to like a health food shop or something, or yeah, maybe Amazon or who's got good herbs? Oh gosh, Krispy Kreme. I'm trying to remember, where do we order all those big like bulk herbs from? Can't remember. Don't they literally mean break a leg? Yeah, Wes, you have no idea how many people joked about that. It was like so perfect. Break a leg. Oh, I did. Oh, I will. One time at work, I was leaving the dairy cooler, and a coworker didn't know I was coming out, and he closed the cooler door on my middle. Oh my! She closed it on your middle finger. No broken bone. Oh, that must have hurt so much. Have you guys ever closed anything in like a car door, like partially, or oh gosh, be careful with that thing. You have a little white scar where you ran over your wrist. Oh my gosh, you'll have to show me, Kristen. Look at this girl. Oh, she's in the bunny bed. You also peed in the bunny bed, miss. This is not a litter box anymore. They must be so confused. This is supposed to be a diggy box and a bunny bed. And now I gotta wash your blankie, Teeny. Yeah. Let's see if Teeny will let me pet her. Hi. Teeny, wait, the first time she ever really let me pet her was just the other day when she was relaxing in here in this bunny bed. I think she just gets so relaxed, and she gets, oh, look at Posh. Oh my gosh, Posh, she's just like slumped over the side. Oh my gosh, they're just love bugs. Just love bugs, love buns. Yes. Oh my goodness. Look at these sweeties. This is when Teeny would like fall asleep, usually over the bed. Oh my gosh, she's becoming a loving pet. Instead of being just a wild bunny who growls at me. Look at this. Teeny. Wow. Oh my gosh. I don't know what has come over Teeny, but she's becoming nice. I used to do a front handspring and a back handspring with a spring. Oh my gosh, you did that stuff? Jeez. I remember back when I did gymnastics, stuff tricks like that you're talking about used to kind of sprain my wrists constantly, like just low key, but that stuff is hard on your wrist. Well, guys, it is 9:13 at night. I need to still go running, do my evening run. I need to make food, be fried sweet potato fries, Captain Cure's sweet potato fries, and Captain Cure's fried tofu chunks with the crushed the peanuts and the cilantro and the hot honeysuckle. I am gonna have some good eating, and then maybe I'll make the falafel mix tonight, but I want to do fried falafel balls for tomorrow. Serve them with some parsley and something else too. I don't know what, maybe, and drizzle some tahini over that. But guys, it's been a really lovely evening hanging out with everyone. And Delphine is in her beautiful castle that I've made very fancy for her. But yeah, I'm gonna go run downstairs and pull up a song to play. But yeah, much love to Hugh and Maul and Miss Lucy Goosey, as always. Hugh and Maul, did you hear someone on Sir Monster's chat the other day? I'm trying to think if you were. I don't know if you were there he did like kind of a practice run taco cooking show on last Thursday, but I heard some of that show, and oh gosh, now I'm trying to remember. Oh, but someone was like Or maybe that was on Saturday. Yeah, no, that was on Saturday when we were judging. Someone in the chat was like, much loved, and like they were making fun of my like sign off to you. Like, and I was just like, whatever. Get a life. Yeah. Captain Kira being trolled with her own like signature sign off. Probably they will eat the Castle West. Good night, everybody. Good night, Mr. West, but Weespanana. Good night, Ms. Kristen Starr and Ms. Jaslyn Starr, the Star Sisters extraordinaire. Lovely girls. I hope you have an excellent night as well, Kristen. Have a fabulous night. Krispy Kreme, Krusty Krab, Kirsty, Hooky, Pookie Tillman. You know where you love her. She has much love. Crispy has many names. So with a K, much love to you. Thank you for your awesome questions about the two different bunny litters. And gosh, why is Delphine's back like so hot feeling? To put some meat on your bones, Delph. Since she had that second litter, she got so skinny. She's nursing 8 rabbits at a time. Much love to J. Stephen Weatherall, who's already gone, apparently. I think I got everyone. Oh, Sir Munster! Much love to Mr. Munster in the chat. Nice to have you, Mr. Munster, lurking in the chat. And then I think that's everyone. Yes. Okay. So guys, I will be back. Much love, everybody. Oh yeah. We're gonna get. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong way. I'm showing you guys the box. Oh, learn how to use the phone camera. There we go. Okay, guys, let's get some popped up.
scrappy rabbit on a naughty spree. Bananas from cat pits in Korea, quick to flee. Seasoned sisters jumping wild and free, leapfrogging over Posh spikes, too stealthy for me. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears the call.